Let's now define the forms of the two user tasks we just added, starting with task checkPO. This form contains one field per attribute in the PO: the purchase ID, the product name, the amount, and the isAvailable attribute that we previously defined. The first three of these attributes were entered already in the previous task and need not be edited in these tasks. Therefore, we will mark them as non-editable. The isAvailable field will be editable, and in addition, it will be required. Next, we define a form for task shipGoods. This form allows a user to edit the attributes of the shipment associated to the PO being handled by a case. The form has one field per attribute in the shipment entity type: shipment reference number and shipment date, and both of these fields are required. The next step is to define the decision rule to be used in the flows of the XOR gateway we have introduced. This is done in the rules section of the wizard. We first define the condition for the branch of the gateway that goes to ship goods. This condition will be based on the result of an expression. The expression is that the isAvailable Boolean attribute is equal to true. The other branch will be left as an else branch, meaning that this branch will be taken if the previous condition does not hold. We can now move to the performers section of the wizard. We have to define performers for task checkPO. This task is performed by the clerk. So we are going to say that the role should be equal to a new role that we will create called clerk. And same for task shipGoods. And now we are ready to run this process. Since we have administrator rights, we can act both as a salesperson and as a clerk. So we create a case. We enter the details of the PO. And we move right away to the next task, which is checkPO. The reason why we switch from the first form straight to the second one is because Visage applies something called task chaining. Task chaining means that if one user completes a task and the same user can perform the next task in the same case, Visage moves right away from one task to the other. We now indicate that the goods are available, which means that the PO is confirmed, and therefore we move to task shipGoods. Here we enter the details of the shipment, and we move to the next element in the process, which happens to be the end event, and therefore the work list is empty. To summarize, we have seen how to automate a process that consists of start and end events, tasks, specifically user tasks, and simple gateways.